Good evening. My name is Dave Pennenberg, and as principal of Appleton North High School, I'd like to welcome parents, grandparents, relatives, Appleton North staff, and the graduating class of 2020 to this 25th annual commencement. This is actually my normal view of graduation on stage, except all of the empty chairs and spots in the bleachers are typically filled with over 4,000 people. While this isn't the graduation you envisioned or dreamed of, we have worked hard to create a special combination of mostly live and some pre-recorded portions to celebrate you, the class of 2020. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this evening's ceremony. It is my sincere pleasure to now introduce the wonderful faculty and staff of Appleton North High School into our broadcast. We would also like to honor our staff that will be retiring after this school year. They will have their own individual slides. At this time, I would like to invite Isabella Devine, class president, forward to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Would everyone please stand? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The North Choir will now perform Road Home under the direction of Mr. Luke Allman. This video was taped during the Winter Song Concert with former alumni joining on this long-standing Appleton North choral tradition. Enjoy. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first commencement speaker, Bryce Barker, who will share his speech, Driving with Courage.
Do you remember the feeling right before you got the results of your driving test? The anticipation, the excitement, or maybe even the feeling you might not pass? Maybe you reflected on the many driver's ed classes that you stayed so many times after school to take, or the many hours you have spent practicing behind the wheel. And you passed. You had been well prepared and were now trusted to take the keys and drive on your own. In comparison, we've prepared to go off on our own adventures of life. After 4 challenging yet transformative years of high school, we are now creating our own route on the road of life. As we move to our next adventure, we need to remember some very important things. First, we must learn to let people into our lane. In my life, there have been times I have found it difficult to work with people that might slow me down or make it challenging to progress in the way that I would like. But that is what life is, a composition of experiences serving and allowing yourself to be served. Serving is sacrificing the time we have for another. When another's lane or life seems to be filled with potholes or damage, it can mean the world to some if we share a little bit of kindness. And in sharing our own vulnerability, expressing our needs in the time of need, we allow others to lift us. We meet on common ground. This is where we gain the most. A quote by Stephen Colbert says, "When you serve yourself, you only love yourself, and you only have yourself. Instead, try to love others and serve others, and hopefully find those who love and serve you in return." After a while, you might even find yourself carpooling with newfound friendships. Second, explore new routes. When we travel, it is easy and comfortable to go the route that so many have taken before you. This may not always be the route meant for you, even though the road signs all point in the direction you believe you should end up. Our futures are not mapped out for us yet. We can make plans, but there is no way to determine the outcome of those choices. I have dreamt of this year and thought of all the ways I would spend it. And I can tell you that sitting on my couch, binge-watching The Office was not the plan. Well, at least not the whole plan. For my senior year, I imagined performing in my last musical, having a blast at senior prom, performing in my last choir concert with a red rose as a goodbye token. It may seem that we have crashed with all our rituals and traditions left incomplete, but this is nothing we cannot rise from. With our families, one another, and a spirit of determination, we can overcome and learn from this temporary and unprecedented circumstance. Though this quarantine was not the desired detour, and it is definitely not Hawaii, sorry band kids, it does not mean that it is a dead end. Being locked at home has restricted our social contact, our working lives, and our conventional education. But it has opened the doors to so many new opportunities. We have had and still have the chance to develop new skills, rekindle old and foster current relationships, and pursue an education in a new and different way. Not one path has been the same for any individual, even though it may have led to the same destination. Each trail is a new road paved by hard work, perseverance, and determination. The last thing I want you to remember is to enjoy the journey. Like I said before, it has taken us 4 long, transformative years and a pandemic to get where we are now. And in those 4 years, we have made memories that will never be forgotten, grown into distinguished characters, and forged friendships that will last a lifetime. We have done so much, from inhaling buckets of baby powder at football games to becoming expert parking lot pothole dodgers, and even breaking the record for the longest senior skip day ever. The journey is what makes us who we are and connects us with those who will guide us on to being better than we once were before. This is why we must cherish what each day brings, even if we can't tell what day it is anymore. Our journey and the people we meet along the way are what remains with us. We do not know what the future holds, and so we must take full advantage of all the possibilities that come our way and enjoy the present. When you receive your diploma, I challenge you to use your imagination and imagine it as a set of car keys. We have made it through an adventurous driver's ed with many lessons and trials that have taught us the rules of the road. So as you take that key, recognize you are now taking the wheel and have the freedom and independence to drive wherever you like. Remember, obstacles are inevitable and the future unpredictable. But as you love others, explore new paths, and live one day at a time, no obstacle will be too great for you to overcome. You've already proven that by being here today. I love you, class of 2020. It was the best carpool of my life.
Thank you, Bryce. Please now join me in welcoming Isabella Devine to share her speech entitled Games.
High school is like a game. Challenges and obstacles, tears and laughter, and determination and teamwork have made up our 4 years at Appleton North High School. Yet when we stepped on the patio for the first time and unwrapped the plastic-covered box, we discovered that a game lacked an instruction manual. Other than Link Crew, there was little guidance for how we were supposed to play, what we were supposed to learn, or how we were supposed to win. We had to learn to play the game of high school ourselves. Each year has its own defining qualities, and freshman year can be described as 20 questions. We had no idea what was going on or where to go, or that freshman year would be the easiest of the 4 years. We asked ourselves, what's my locker combination? Where's my next class? Why is this school so big? And most of all, why does the school have 10 different climates? All of us very slowly but surely started to answer those questions. I learned that my locker combination was 29, 31, 13. Oops, I wasn't supposed to tell you that. And I learned that the school actually wasn't that big and that there's no explanation for why the school is freezing in one room and steaming in another. But by answering question after question, we began to discover who we were and what our place was within the school. Sophomore year was Hungry Hungry Hippos. Not only did we play it during a pep rally, but we began to stick our necks out and try new things. We rapidly devoured marbles as we joined new clubs, joined sports teams, and made new friends. Yet we still weren't satisfied. We learned how to switch schedules at semester and what it meant to finally not be the youngest at the school. We learned about the world, took our first AP test, and mastered the art of writing speeches. We got our driver's licenses. Woohoo, freedom! Sophomore year was all about growth. We took in all that was around us and grew from it, one marble at a time. Junior year can only be described as Jenga. We started the year off in a false sense of security with no tests, no homework, and no stress. Junior year is going to be easy, we said. This is not bad at all, we said. Famous last words, they said. The tower was standing strong. No one had removed any blocks. And then came the third week. All I can say is that we were wobbly. I think most of us can agree that we've never been more stressed than we were our junior year. Bricks began to be removed, and we toppled more than a few times. Yet each time we toppled, we built ourselves back up and started over. We found others to support us during our times of weakness, solidifying friendships and relying on the support of our family more than ever. Thanks, Mom. We cried from exhaustion and from frustration, but we kept going. And along the way, we learned some really cool tricks, like how to survive on 2 hours of sleep and how to not become the hunchback when wearing our backpacks. Ultimately, the tower kept growing taller, even if we were a bit wobbly. Senior year meant senioritis. We began the never-ending game of Monopoly by buying up our cheap property and experiences. Baltic Avenue was our last first day of high school, Reading Railroad our last football game, Oriental Avenue our last homecoming dance, and St. Charles Place was our last pep rally. But right before we made it to the more expensive real estate of prom, the musical, state competitions, spring sports, and a traditional graduation, we landed on the go-to-jail space. Quarantine. We didn't get to have any visitors, and we weren't allowed to leave. The days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months. But we discovered our get out of jail free card by making connections through Zoom, FaceTime, and House Party. We made cards and videos for each other's birthdays. We drew with chalk, and we went on walks together, even if we were 6 feet apart. We forged strong connections with each other, testing if our relationships would last next year. We made it work. Is it unconventional? Yes. But we're buying our expensive property in new ways, and we're stronger and more united because of it. Yet we couldn't have made it through the last 4 years without the help of our teachers. After all, they gave us all the clues. Miss Reed in the upstairs hallway winking at you, Mr. Shagru in his classroom lighting things on fire, Mrs. Rivers in the gym with a positive attitude, Rodney in a recliner flying with the Eagles. They taught us strategy. They taught us to learn and get from point A to point Z. We learned to make mistakes and grow from them because there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Right, Mrs. Cooper? They made high school less mysterious. But most of all, they believed in us every move of the game, teaching us to believe in ourselves as well. Through it all, we wrote our own instruction manual. We answered the questions, we devoured knowledge, we found support, we bought our property, and we solved the mystery. And so, fellow members of the class of 2020, I can honestly say that we did it. We won the game. Congratulations.
Thank you, Isabella. You have played the game well. And our final speech this evening will be shared by Elias Sherman, called 4 Rules.
Good evening. Thank you, parents, friends, teachers, and mentors for being here today. I am humbled to be one of the speakers at our graduation. Our world is plagued with danger. COVID-19, global warming, facial acne. But despite all odds, including missing the 4th quarter of our senior year, the class of 2020 will still graduate. We rose to the occasion throughout the season of uncertainty and found ways to celebrate prom, adapt to online learning, and went into the community to make a difference. This class not only survived a pandemic, but we created opportunities out of an unfortunate event and proved to the world that the class of 2020 is up for any challenge. It was only 4 years ago that we were timid freshmen walking the halls of North. I remember I was so nervous about my first day and getting lost that I put directions in my iPhone notes to ensure I would not get lost. Walk up main staircase. Take a right. Take a left. Take a right. First door on your right. Freshman English, Mr. Rudy. As the years went on, I was able to find my way around school without having to look at my iPhone notes. As a class, we learned that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Pie is not something that you eat on Thanksgiving. And a friendly game of Kahoot can turn competitive when there are Quick Trip Glazers involved. We use words like shook, low-key, and my personal favorite, tea. We survived a severe case of senioritis as well as a pandemic. Now, as we end our careers as high school students, we have an opportunity. What is opportunity? According to my expert Google skills, Webster Dictionary says that opportunity is a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. Today is an opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. As we leave Appleton North, we are enter a world full of opportunities. These opportunities will lead us to our greatest dreams and desires. Through my senior year, I learned a lot about opportunity, and I would like to share 4 rules to seize opportunity. Rule number 1, take risk. There is always a brand new beginning when you say yes to a new challenge. Now, I'm not talking about stealing a traffic cone or construction sign prior to a football game kind of risk. I'm talking about Zac Efron, aka Troy Bolton, from our favorite childhood movie, High School Musical. He participated in his spring musical despite the pressure from his basketball team. So, if you want to succeed, you gotta get your head in the game and take some risk. Rule number 2, interrupt your thoughts. I personally struggle with doubting myself. I find myself saying that I'm not good enough or smart enough. But whenever you get these contradicting thoughts, interrupt them. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, what if things work out? Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, ask yourself, what if all my hard work pays off? Changing the way that you think not only brings positivity into your life, but also opportunity. Rule number 3, another way to seize opportunity is to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm sure the class of 2020 can attest that they are pros at being uncomfortable considering recent events. As a class, we had to create a new normal during our very last quarter of high school. Well, we made the best of it. We made it enjoyable. We celebrated our accomplishments by creating an Instagram page that showed off each student's plans after high school. We stayed connected by making baked goods and dropping them off at each other's doorstep. Finding comfort in a new situation brought us new opportunities that no other class should get to experience. Rule number 4, find your mentors. There are different types of mentors you can seek throughout your life. The first kind of mentor is the cheerleader. They support your passions and always gives you encouragement when you're having a bad day. For example, Mrs. Pavelski is a cheerleader because whenever I was stuck on a project, she was always there to lend a helping hand. Then there's the connector. This type of mentor helps you build relationships and knowledge, like the advisors from Link Crew and National Honor Society. Next is the challenger. They push you until you succeed. My humanities teacher, Mrs. Pennenberg, was a challenger because she gave me a chance to reach new goals by pushing me to become a stronger writer. Lastly, but certainly not least, is the coach. They guide you through tough decisions and provide you with new perspectives. Regardless of who have been your mentors, when you're blessed with people who support you and challenge you, you thrive. So find your mentors. When we entered high school, we had an opportunity to commit 4 years of building close friendships, new passions, and memories that will last a lifetime. Now as we exit high school, we have an opportunity to take on a new path to follow our greatest dreams. So, make the most of those dreams by following those 4 rules. Take risk. Interrupt your thoughts. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Find your mentors. Now it is time for you to seize your opportunity. Congratulations, class of 2020. I wish you the best on following your dreams.
Thank you, Elia, for taking that risk. Wonderful, wonderful speech. So special thank you to the student marketing team for the Shining Your Light video under the leadership of Mrs. Pavelski, Mr. Hermes, and Mr. Edler before our ceremony. Our student commencement speakers did a wonderful job, Elia, Isabella, and Bryce. Our North Tech integrator, Cassie Olson, my administrative team, and everyone that has a hand in making this special event happen. What a remarkable job they have all done in overcoming the challenges we face today. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Fred Rogers, better known as Mr. Rogers, sang this song to introduce his children's show throughout his 33-year career as an inspirational children's television personality. He was also a musician, writer, and an activist for children. While no longer on this earth, he continues to impact generations of young and old alike. Earlier in the school year, the entire freshman class attended the movie Beautiful Day, and I was able to join them. I left the movie inspired by all the values Mr. Rogers clearly held to look for the good where you are and embrace it. At that time, I did not realize how big an impact this precept would have in getting all of us through the last quarter of the 1920 school year. Why not always easy, we must choose the difficult right over the easy wrong and focus on the positives to get us through whatever challenges life brings our way. I'd like to share briefly 3 other inspirational messages in the words of Mr. Rogers. I hope they will resonate with each one of you, and as you think back on your high school experiences and look with hope to the future. Number 1, imagining something may be the first step in making it happen. Remember what it was like to dream as a child when you had no limits? I love building forts or going to the moon in the cardboard box from the garage. I didn't become a builder, but I do swing a hammer now and then and help build my first home. And I probably will never go to the moon, but I do love looking at the stars. Imagination is essential to life, no matter our age. Keep the child within you alive. Think back to the first day you walked the halls of North. As Eli alluded to, it was a bit stressful, but it was something you imagined for some time. And you took risks, found mentors, and you did it. Sophomore year, everyone was thinking about getting their driver's license and the little freedom that comes. In junior year, which is known for its academic rigor, didn't disappoint. When you began your senior year, you couldn't have envisioned all the challenges that you would face. But the challenges didn't keep you from imagining something better. You imagined graduating, and now here you are. Do not allow anyone to ever tell you something that you imagine can't happen. That is for you and for you only to decide. Dreaming and imagining is the first step, and it's key, but it must also be followed up by determination. You must be willing to work hard, overcome challenges, and seek help when needed. If you truly wish to make whatever it is that you can imagine a reality. Secondly, we don't always succeed in what we try. I'm sure you have heard the saying, if it was that easy, everyone would do it. While failure is defined as lack of success or inability to perform, I believe some of life's most important lessons have come from failure. In fact, sometimes we learn more from our mistakes than our successes. The key to success comes from humble acceptance of life's disappointments, learning from them, and a willingness to keep moving forward, even when wobbly, as Isabella shared. Appreciation and learn both the ups and downs, change the course as needed. Lastly, it's worth the struggle to discover who you really are. This sometimes takes a lifetime of effort, but when it happens, you will know it. Parents, friends, mentors, teachers, and many more play a vital role. Indeed, every person you have crossed paths with has played some part in shaping who you are, and they will continue to do so. You too play a vital role in the lives of others. I hope you have a sense of just how important you are to the lives of those you meet. We are all neighbors. No one walks this earth alone, and whether we consciously realize it or not, every interaction we have impacts us in some way. Life, as Bryce stated, is a composition of experiences, serving others, and allowing yourself to be served. Discovering who we are requires looking at how we interact with others, especially those we may struggle to get along with. Consider when you pass someone on the street, check out at a store, are assigned to work in a group, attend meetings, celebrate with the family, or hang out with friends. Every interaction shapes us and helps us better discover who we are. Now, how do you capitalize on these experiences and learn from your personal struggles to discover the real you? We all have role models in our lives, and I would like to ask you now to close your eyes and think about who first comes to your mind as a difference maker in your life. Who has influenced and guided you through the difficult times? Who do you turn to? It may be a teacher, parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, neighbor, counselor, coworker, or friend. Picture them in your mind. They are your role models. sources of strength and mentors, and they have impacted you in a productive way. These positive forces and the resiliency within each and every one of you has shaped who you are. I strongly encourage you to reach out to them with a letter, phone call, text, or eventually a personal visit, and make them aware of your appreciation for all they have done for you. I too would like to show my appreciation for all of you who have played a role in bringing these young adults to this pivotal point in their lives. Most importantly, I want to thank the Appleton North graduating class of 2020. I have been inspired by you in ways both big and small over the past 4 years. While the end of this year has definitely been difficult, the perseverance each one of you has shown has truly helped all of us focus on the good and embrace it. So let's live by those words of Mr. Rogers, and let's make the most of this beautiful day. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Dr. Judy Baseman, Superintendent of the Appleton Area School District, to recognize the graduating class of 2020.
Everyone, and welcome. I'm Judy Baseman, and I am honored to serve as your Appleton Area School District Superintendent. Thank you for inviting me to join you in this virtual celebration of your graduation. I so wish that we could be together face to face, but that's just not possible right now. We're doing our best to honor you, our graduates, today on the original day of your 2020 graduation ceremonies. Thanks to all of the families, relatives, and friends who are joining us to honor our graduates and their accomplishments. Your partnership has been so important in supporting your students' success, now more than ever. One of my official duties as superintendent is to review all of the speeches given at our graduation ceremonies. This year, it has been especially rewarding for me to do that. What would our student speakers have to say about this extremely challenging end to 13 years of schooling? I'll have to say that I was a bit surprised. I didn't see complaints, well, maybe a few. That all would have been very justified given all of the things our seniors have missed out on this year. Prom, senior award nights, entire seasons of spring sports and activities, musicals and plays, senior recognition at banquets, overcrowded graduation ceremonies. The list goes on. Your student speakers could have focused on loss. Instead, losses are acknowledged in these senior speeches, but in a way that leaves the audience with hope, resilience, and a sense of pride in all that our seniors have accomplished as graduates of the Appleton Area School District. You do have so much to be proud of: knowledge gained, skills developed, and your positive leadership as seniors, especially at this most challenging time. You have gained a very real understanding of what it means to be resilient, that loss can result in growth, however painful at the time. Growth in our ability to weather challenges, to persevere when things get hard. I'm so proud of all of you. I am proud of your learning at home or in our classrooms. I am proud to send so many resilient, kind, empathetic people into the world. I have seen that kindness and empathy in action over the years in so many ways. In our classrooms, our hallways, athletic fields, concert stages, community service projects. Whatever you do next, college, career, military service, continue to do it as the good people you have shown yourselves to be. I encourage you to work hard, do well, and challenge yourself, but do it with kindness, resilience, and empathy. I'm confident you will. I wish you all the best as you start the next phase of your journey. You are ready, you are wise, you are resilient. I am so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Baseman. I believe you used all the key words in our North 9 pillars during your speech. We truly appreciate you and all your support. I now would like to introduce Kay Eggert, Appleton Area School Board President, who will accept the Appleton North class of 2020.
Good evening. I'm Kay Eggert, President of the Appleton Area School District Board of Education. I'm delighted to represent the board for tonight's commencement and extend warm greetings to all of our students, families, friends, and staff. Graduation is a milestone event, a celebrated accomplishment, generating a range of emotions from excitement and satisfaction to anxiety and apprehension. The recent events this particular year amplify all of those sentiments. We have all been challenged by this unprecedented historic situation and have needed to draw on personal resilience and perseverance. We have also learned more fully the value of our relationships. Students, aside from completing required coursework, you have demonstrated your ability to adapt and succeed in the face of challenge. Be proud of what you have done. As you move ahead with your future plans, may you carry forward an awareness of your own inner strength and an appreciation for the value of community. On behalf of the Board of Education, I proudly accept the Appleton Area School District Class of 2020 for graduation. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you.
Thank you, Mrs. Eggert, for your kind words and supporting all our seniors in their futures. It is now time for the presentation of diplomas, which is usually the most exciting part of our graduation ceremony. Mr. Patrick Lee, Principal, will now present, Associate Principal, will now present the class of 2020 with the introduction of the names. Each student will also be recognized with their picture and individual awards and accomplishments. We are so proud of our graduates. This is the time to hoot and holler and even blow your air horn. Outside your home probably is preferred. Mr. Lee, take it away.
Ahmad Abdel Azim. Hassan Abdel Azim. Rima Abu Sama. Ainsley Ox. Utsav Adakari. Caitlin Ertz. Adriana Aguilar. Ali Ahmad. Sonia Allen. Mido Amin. Theodore Anderson. Emily Andropoulos. Katie Anselment. Zachary Argel Knapp. Ellen Arndt. Nolan Arnold. Olivia Asari. Andrea Ballesteros. Bryce Barker. Olivia Barr. Lindsay Bauer. Vincent Bauer. Lisbeth Bautista. Casey Bay. Malik Beaumont. Caden Bellin. Alicia Beltran. Bo Berg. Pacey Birkin. Jacob Bernard. Annalise Barrett. Timaje Bess. Olivia Bayer. Patrick Bielmeyer. Bo Burling. Trenton Blackman. Kira Blakesley. Nick Blumenthal. Kayla Books. Miles Borkowitz. Dante Borland. Desiree Boss. Olivia Boss. Molly Brackett. Sophia Brackett. Ivan Brodegam. Cole Brennan. Andrew Brewster. Aaliyah Brorin. Jeremy Brorin. Aaliyah Brown. Abby Brusso. Ireland Budiak. Lydia Bukaba. Tyler Bungert. Jackson Busha. Tyler Bushnick. Jonathan Buzzy. Laura Byram. Jesus Calzada Vera. Sean Camber. Mitchell Cambray. Meadow Campos. Montserrat Campos. Shacid Campos. Kendra Carew. Ryan Carew. Maxwell Carpenter. Samantha Carpenter. Fernanda Catalan. Tyler Catavieu. Liam Kate. Joshua Chang. Lucy Chang. Anya Chakulski. Jessica Chinnery. Lily Chudakoff. Brennan Chenoweth. Caitlin Clark. William Coffey. Lauren Cole. Fabian Concepcion. Marcellus Coons Claudio. McKenna Coppinger. Charles Coppersmith. Raven Conkrite. Daniel Cura. Alexander Daniker. Muhammad Dar. Demetrius Davis. Princess Davis. Hannah Day. Mario De Leon. Carson Dazens. Isabella Devine. Alex Diaz Breton. Jack Diedrich. Noah Dinkler. Matthew Dix. Claire Donaldson. Pierce Davalis. Mia Druckery. Madison Dudek. Samantha Dewar. Colin Dugan. Cody Dutcher. Kelsey Dwyer. Eli Ehlert. Ethan Elrod. Jed Engel. Emma Erickson. Kelly Aronson. Eric Esser. Jackson Evans. Lauren Fensel. Daniel Farrell. Christopher Farron. Joseph Fetzer. Nathan Figueroa. Charlie Figgy. Jacob Fisher. Nicole Fisher. Tommy Flood. John Fogarty. And Demazia Funkum. Bernstein Ford. Brandon Fossum. Brigham Freeman. Lexi Frisk. Mac Fritz. Mario Galan Garcia. Sarah Ganser. Corrine Gass. Adriana Giannopoulos. Dominic Giannopoulos. Jacob Gilbert. Nicholas Gerard. Emma Givens. Kiera Gonzalez. Aaron Gauze. Jessica Grady. Ava Graham. Raymond Griffin. Logan Gruby. Isaac Guillen. Rachel Gundrum. Ryan Jip. Christian Haskowitz. Justin Heima. Maximus Hang. Elena Hansel. Presley Hansen. Cole Harris. Olivia Harvath. Fletcher Harold. Emma Hetke. Quentin Heller. Nick Hendel. Jessica Herr. Hannah Heron. Natalie Herrera. Haley Hetzler. Caleb Hickey. Hannah Hiltonen. Keandra Hines. Juniper Hawkers Wisniewski. Annika Horman. Robbie Houston. Matt Howard. Violet Howell. Jeff Hunink. Anessa Edie. Katie Isom. Ezra Jacobson. Paige Johnner. Charles John Pierre. Ryan Jimenez. Alexander Jurkowicz. Jessica John. Cooper Johnson. Elizabeth Johnston. Caitlin Jones. McKenna Jones. Zoe Kaditz. Benoni Kadogo. Isabella Cahoe. Ellie Kark. Danny Kendall. Sydney Curl. Efnan Khatib. Carter King. Tyler Kinney. Foster Klein. Lily Klein. Abby Kloiber. Aaliyah Knabenbauer. Matthew Knauer. Jillian Cole. Araya Colbeck. Gavin Kolarek. Jaden Colgan. Charles Kohlenberg. Anna Conkeo. Carter Conkle. Brady Korb. James Ryan Cushman. Luke Kosharian. Michael John Kraft. Sarah Krynick. Elizabeth Krebsbach. Jillian Kriesel. Jack Kreitzer. Ashley Kroller. Hannah Krieger. Lydia Krieger. Molly Kuba. Jacob Koo. Mitchell Keenel. Madeline Kulis. William Kuplick. Peyton Lally. Kelsey Lamprick. Allison Larson. Jordan Larson. Matthew Larson. Ian Lauren. Elizabeth Levine. Gabriel LeBron. Athena Lee. Matthew Lee. Nali Lee. Lindsay Lamire. Ignacio Nacho Leon. Alexandria Lewandowski. Madeline Lewis. Caitlin Leash. Amanda Lilgy. Nicole Little. Austin Lowe. Lauren Logue. Sigrid Lokensgaard. Kayla Lonis. Sakura Losser. Samuel Lovesey. Katana Ludlow. Aubrey Ludovic. Alexander Luders. Brady Lutke. Richard Lucas. Logan Madsen. Dimitri Megas. Anusha Mashwari. Colton Mike Lee. Wyatt Marshall. Jaden Martin. Maxwell Martini. Jose Martinez. Roberto Martinez. Ethan Massey. Alex Mata. Haley Matthews. Josie Mattioli. Corbin Matrish. Riley Malik. Annie McCarthy. Logan McGrath. Katie McKinley. Seth Met. Christopher Medina. Claudia Medina. John Merritt. Gracie Milky. Cassidy Miller. Jack Miller. Esmeralda Morales. Landry Mirujo. Rebecca Mirujo. Brock Mishler. Elvin Malador. Grace Molter. Ashley Morak. Jose Morales. Claire Moten. Aaron Mua. Janice Mua. Makayla Mua. Cheng Mua. Sina Mua. Jacob Miller. Gabriela Munoz de la Cruz. Joseph Munyahiwere. Meadow Murphy. Robert Murray. Gavin Nardi. Liam Nielsen. Bethany Newman. Madeline Nielsen. Anthony Nilsson. Claire Northey. Alyssa Nunez. Connor Nye. Tumukunde N.I. Ramakirwe. Evan Oberweiser. Jasmine Olivo Rojas. Aiden Olson. Claire Olson. Noah Olson. Tristan Olson. Ava Opperman. Rebecca Opstein. Jacob Ortiz Brighting. Samantha Otto. Thomas Otto. Ethan Paisler. Noah Page. Trent Papish. Georgia Parnot. Brenna Polly. Benjamin Peters. Caleb Peterson. Alex Pfaffenbach. Megan Pitten. Avery Pullman. Caitlin Pope. Ryan Pope. Jasmine Price. Brandon Prouse. Talon Pruzinski. Ian Putnam. Javon Quimby. Makai Quintanilla. Genevieve Robeck. Camille Rains. Aditi Reddy. Ted Reimer. Jamarius Riley. Michael Robbins. Amani Robertson. Destiny Robinson. Joel Rodello. Morgan Rowe. Jordan Roloff. Josie Roleski. Diego Rulan. Haley Rupnow. Isabella Ruzziconi. Kate Ricewick. Brianna Salm. Stenna Sandy. Andres Santiago Hernandez. Nathaniel Santonato. Jacob Shaden. Abby Schaefer. Trinity Schaefer. Caitlin Shield. Justin Sherrill. Cassandra Schiller. Jackson Shipper. Drake Schleiss. Eden Schleiss. Aaron Schmitz. Kylie Schramm. Drake Schrader. Kayla Schrader. Ricky Schrader Jr. Autumn Schulke Lutz. Alex Shu. Isaac Shunk. Landon Schwartz. Caitlin Schweitzer. Hannah Scott. Hayden Scott. Dana Celine. Ryan Senecal. Jaden Seibert. Rainan Shattuck. Isaac Shefka. Alaya Sherman. Juan Sierra. Barinder Singh. Michaela Sloan. Donovan Smith. Gabriel Smith. Caitlin Smith. Nathan Smole. Frank Snyder. Nathan Sontag. Eli Sorum. Matthew Spieth. Michaela Sprinkle. Ethan Stahl. Holly Stanislawski. Jake Steed. Kira Steenbach. Daniel Stayberger. Sarah Steffen. Skylar Stewart. Anna Stevie. Serafina Stowe. Hannah Searing. Victoria Tassin. Trinity Taylor. Broderick Tellock. Courtney Tesh. James Tao. Kenny Tao. Sheridan, toe. Hadi Tao. Trailer Tao. Sydney Thompson. Christopher Tomasetti. Ryan Torres. Maria Tretinyak. Nate Trulson. Bryce Tuwami. Ria Terubiadis. Mehul Uberoy. Sophie Ullman. Charles Umflet. Nick Valone. Colin Van Camp. Joy Vandenberg. Taylor Vandenberg. Tyler Van Ekren. Angel Van Enkenvoort. Chi Yang Vang. Chinu Vang. Corey Vang. Isabella Vang. Malaysia Vang. Fatu Yim Vang. Emma Van Gumpel. Madison Verhagen. Alicia Vervoort. Surya Veer. Trenton Vissers. Chan Vu. Mason Wagaman. Talia Walker. Tracy Wang. Rachel Ward. Kiara Warren. Cameron Washington. Owen Weber. Marissa Wegner. Kaylee Weinman. Madeline Weeks. Alexa Went. Michael Went. Savannah Werner. Matthew White. Ethan Wiegers. Maggie Wilkes. Anaya Williams. Nathan Williams. Kira Wilson. Tiernan Wilson. Megan Weimer. Eli Winch. Sebastian Wolt. Jaslyn Wolf. Braden Wolschlegel. Andrew Woodbury. Mackenzie Woodkey. Mark Woznicki. Arissa Wright. Cheng Zhang. D'Artagnan Zhang. Eric Zhang. Melody Zhang. Jules Yaj Tao. Ongying Yang. Tu Yang. David Yao. Aaron Uhas. Eric Zacek. Omar Zaidan. Alexia Zamora. Alexander Zarnicki. Chloe Zering. Ryan Zuwicki. Eileen Zhang. Annika Zilish. Jaden Zubich. Hannah Zulski. Hannah Zwitter.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Fabulous job as always. Congratulations, class of 2020. As we close out the 25th annual commencement ceremony, I want to wish you and your families the very best. Seniors, you have made a difference and have been an inspiration for all of us. There is much to celebrate and to be proud of. As you step forward today, always remember to look for the good where you are and embrace it. At this time, I would please ask all Appleton North Class of 2020 students to please stand. Your tassel hanging on the right side of your mortar before and during graduation symbolizes your time as a student here at Appleton North. Moving the tassel to the left side after graduating is symbolic of crossing over from high school to the next stage in your life. As I say these words, please move your tassel from the right side to the left and remain standing throughout the playing of the Appleton North school song. I would now like to present to you the Appleton North graduating class of 2020. Congratulations, 2020, you did it!